Hello and welcome to Dreams TV. We're live at Dream Studios for the Discoverme Project press conference. And there are lots of media houses here. I'm Kelvin Raphael, your host, so come with me as we join the conference.
Today is February the 20th, 2022, and this press conference is held at the instance of the Discoverme Project 3. So you're all welcome once again. Let me begin by introducing the person that is going to lead us to chairman this occasion. Is no other person than the general manager of the Discoverme Project 3, by name Ambassador Franklin Richard. Please, can we clap for him? That applause is so much. Can we please clap for the general manager? He represents Timmy Preserva by essence. So he's acting in the capacity of the government. Can we please clap for him? We also have, as one of those to be at the high table, a very well-known face, but like some of us may not have known him. He's one man who has taken the, let me say, creativity from Akwa Ibom State to the national and to the international level. Please permit me to introduce, with due respect, Ambassador Moses Armstrong. Please. He's not just a member of the high table. You see, as the director of the Discoverme Project 3. So you can see the level we are going. I'm going to understand that we have many more like him who will be part of this project. Not just from Akwa Ibom State, but across other states in Nigeria and even across the continent. Permit me to, ladies and gentlemen, to also welcome to the high table Mr. Abraham White. I got to understand he's on his way. We also want to have, with due respect, Ms. Deborah Evogo. Deborah Evogo is Ms. United Nations. Are we surprised to know that? We also want to have on the high table another very strong hand, a team player, a pillar of this program, Mrs. Edith Thompson. She is the chairman of the Discoverme Project. The chairman. We also have to be part of the high table, Mr. Adebet Udo, the vice chairman. And of course, not everybody who has an office here is going to be part of the high table. Please, I come your lodging to understand with the management as I now introduce the last one to be part of the high table, Miss Nsabasi Akpan, the secretary of the president. Mr. Chairman, sir, please permit me to use this occasion to give a rundown of members of the board of directors of this Discoverme project. We have here Mr. Iniobong Akpan, operation, head operation. So you refer at the. We also have Mrs. Patience Okon, in charge of welfare. I'm very course, you have to demonstrate capacity. Okay, now we have Mrs. Esther Charles, the camp commandant. That's a big name. I don't know how many stars she has. Oh, 3 stars, you're welcome. And then we have Mr. Ezekiel Oko, in charge of medicals. What was that? Mr. Abai is judge of protocols and security. Now who we have said, sir? Are we said? Yes, sir. It's okay. And then we have Ms. Nsongura. Okay, Nsongura, decoration. The last time I came to this venue, it was so scattered. That was about, I think, a day ago. But when I came in today, I noticed that it was transformed to, could that be a handiwork? All right, well done. And then finally, on the board of directors, we have Mr. William in charge of transport. You resemble a machine with your car. The Minister of Transport. You are well done, sir. From the program we have, we're not going to say, okay, before I forget, this program is to be taken to the faculties that you can think of. We have here as part of our media partners, the NTA Channel 12 Rio, represented by, okay. We also have, to be part of this program, Excel Radio, represented by, I think it's on its way. Oh, it's there. Okay, Jonathan. Welcome, sir. I didn't notice you there. We have Premium FM, and then we also have Dream Studios. So 4 of the electronic media are here to give this program the publicity it deserves. From the press media, we have a reporter from the press newspaper. Please, sir, your name? Benjamin Jimmy. We have another reporter from the I newspaper. I think it's that you ought to sit down first, so you should be coming up here. We have from fact reporter, different 11. We have the Ink newspaper, and we also have the Newswire newspaper. So with these 4 of the electronics and then 5 of print, you can now imagine, oh, Inspiration FM. Welcome, sir. Welcome. I almost missed you. Welcome. So we want to start this, okay, to go straight to the order of events. We want to, having constituted the high table, we now want to listen to the chairman's address.
Text of the maiden press conference of Nigerian Kids Ambassador Search, delivered by Ambassador Richard Franklin at the premises of Dream Studio, 69 Enway Street, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Gentlemen of the press, it is with great pleasure that on behalf of the Nigerian Kids Ambassador Search, I warmly welcome you all to this press conference today. This is probably the first of its kind to be hosted at the Uyo office of Dream Studio since we came to Akwa Ibom State. This gathering today became necessary as part of our corporate policy of always seeing the press as team players in driving our vision and services, because we are fully aware of the strategy role that the media play in any successful venture. This meeting today is also important technically because we are also involved in image management and promotion that are seniors to the complementary to services provided by the media. This simply implies that, like an activist of gold miner, we see in people what they cannot see in themselves, especially the youth. Discover, groom, and develop pure raw talents to international models and stars, who in turn become fountains of blessing to their communities, countries, and humanity in general. One can say that the Nigerian society we're experiencing today is not what we wished for. Narrowing our focus down to the Niger Delta child and the environment, it is painful to predict the horrible and dark future before us unless something was done to address the urgent issues of our supposed leaders of tomorrow. Our kids do not fully understand or appreciate the interpretation of the content of our national anthem and pledge, not to talk of defending it. Our cultural heritage and values are progressively being substituted with Western pop culture lifestyle, leaving many kids in our today's society unable to proudly speak our native languages or live our culture. These are intangible injuries, damages that may not bear physical scars but which portend a horrible threat to one's entire future if nothing is done to redress these issues. This situation has given rise to a need to inspire Nigerian Child Project. Inspire Nigerian Child Project, or Discoverme, is consciously designed platform to carry out mental rehabilitation exercises for our children against the present negative influences they are daily exposed to, using strategically developed programs to sensitize and enlighten them on the need for change. The ideas and concept behind this Inspire Nigerian Child initiative aim at giving our children broad and readily available space to own the world by manifesting or showcasing their talents with boldness. 2. Correcting and addressing the errors these young folks are daily faced with. 3. Helping them appreciate why they must not engage in social vices but channeling their talents to creative endeavors through well-guided self-development programs and exposures. 4. Creating a platform for a child to challenge the status quo using kids as ambassadors and lifestyle models to educate, inform, and reach out to other children in the Niger Delta society. 5. Inspiring yet entertaining activities are herein packaged to engage our target audience. Every child has a unique gift or special skill. The Discoverme Project 3 is a kid talent hunt platform open to kids only between the age bracket of 4 to 17. The Discoverme Project is a healthy competitive children platform where kids come out in their numbers to challenge themselves to emerge as title holders on selected categories. It is a unique kids brand, a creative innovation to advance the Inspire Nigerian Child initiative, a concept that brings attraction and stir up the spirit of the kids with a task to uncover kids who will wear crowns as Nigeria kids' new bundles of brains and charm. This project is an unprecedented kids pageant contest which seeks to inspire the kids and the young generation to the appreciation of social development and how their individual inputs as future leaders could challenge the status quo and contribute positively to the nation's growing profile. The winners who become ambassadors are empowered to reach out to other kids and affect them positively through well-developed programs and activities. Project 3 is intentionally designed to discover kids who are gifted and skilled or talented in some selected areas like music, dance, acting, spoken words, and so on, to mention but a few, that today have set many to the moon. Countless children in the international community has risen from zero to stardom with fortune and has often been used as role models to other kids. Their talent did not just end at giving their lives meaning, but also inspiring their peers. So Discoverme Project 3 is that platform where kids who are skilled and talented get discovered, enhanced, and projected as Nigeria's next kids star. But how did it all started? The journey so far. 15 years ago, in the city of Port Harcourt, Rivers State, I saw a need to challenge the status quo, cultism was taking over our secondary schools, a lot of young folks were making lots of errors. I foresee a destructive end if nothing was done to readdress these issues at that time. On the 17th of April 2007, I gathered over 40 young teenage youths and shared my vision with them. Fortunately, almost all the persons who honored my invitation on that very first meeting bought the idea for us to make a move to bring about the needed change we were all clamoring for. Inspired Nigerian Child, then known as the Force, was bettered in the church. We created 3 very functional units, which include music, dance, drama, as a channel through which we can communicate our messages using our live performances in churches, street shows, to make impact as a team committed to making impact in our society. We thought of the means of reaching out to our targeted audience in numbers, children and adolescent youth. We at this point initiated the Niger Delta Schools Conference and hosted the very first edition on the 30th of October 2007, where we gathered over 800 school children, school management, parents, and other stakeholders. It is now rotating across Niger Delta states. Within this is the Nigerian Kids Search, a talent hunt platform, and Eyes on Hope, a Save the Nigerian Child initiative, where children are trained to become role models for their generation. In conclusion, having given these highlights, it is therefore our wish that the media identifies with us, patronize our products and services, and serve as our partners as we move forward. Let me therefore be quick to assure and urge you all to see this as an engagement with potential mutual gains in the course of time. I also must acknowledge here that you haven't found the time to be here today is a strong signal of the beginning of good things to come. We therefore appeal that you take our message home and give it your professional touch. Thank you.
I heard you talk about, talent, trying to harness talent, gathering children between the ages of 4 and 17 and trying to inspire them. Now, how do you select these children? That's one. Are there criteria you have in selecting them? That's one. And those who eventually emerge as winners and who engage in some activities to encourage other children. You talked about westernization of culture, having taken hold of our cultural values. Now, those who emerge eventually, where do they get funds from to run around, do all the activities that they are supposed to do in ensuring that the dream is preserved? Thank you.
My name is Ndekwe from Well, I listen. So I listened to your press statement and I was commending for what you're doing because it's not easy for somebody to come up with a little idea and then get the finances to run it. But then I'm worried. But when you come up with this, it's simple. And then Discoverme, I do all that stuff, I do all that thing about Discoverme. I get all that connection, consistent,
Okay, I would at this point say, in general, the platform where Discoverme Project is coming from has been standing tall for 15 years now. The Inspired Nigerian Child Initiative, we've been having our conferences for 15 years now. I think we had our last conference in New York on the 20th of March last year, at 2021 rather, yes, at the Ibom Hall. Now, I personally believe if God gives a vision, He makes provision. That's my personal belief. Okay, and if the project have stood 1 year, 2 years to 15 years, I do not think there's other years in front that will crash the project. Now, focusing on Discoverme Project 3, at that point we're addressing these children and what they were going through. Parents would concur that we live in a society where most parents do not even have time for their children. A lot of parents cannot give account of the day-to-day activities that goes on their children's life. Now, in our 2017 edition in Biafra, a bank manager resigned from work after the conference when she got a testimony of what her child had been going through. And because of this conference, we were able to get these things out and address these issues. Now we thought of how do we engage these children, not just telling them shun this and shun that. How do we make them to be more productive? And it is true that every child is special and have a special gift or skill attached to that child. Now, most time parents will always want their children to make an A in mathematics, make an A in chemistry, what about making an A in music? What about being nice in acting? What about making a good performance? Now, in the international community, we see that little children, they earn in tons of millions. Tons of millions. Recently, one of Nigeria African best was rated as Africa's richest kid, Emmanuela Samuel. Emmanuela Samuel, as at last year, was able to build a house for her parents. That is talent talking. That is skill talking. In no way was it recorded that she owned a master's degree in every school or in any school walls. So what do? We encourage parents to discover what is embedded in their children and we project them. This is not the maiden edition for this project. In 2016, we started this project in Biafra. It was called the Biafra Kids Pageant. Now, I would go straight. How are these people selected? Thousands of kids come out because we're not just doing a playing contest where you bring 30 people or 20 people to get a winner. We want to search around the states and get the best. And so we give rooms for these children to come out in their numbers. And you agree with me that these children can largely be found in schools. And so we got the contestants through their schools' platforms in numbers. And then they go through the audition process. Now, we do not select the skill or talent for the children. We believe every child has a skill or a gift to show forth. And so we ask them, what are you skilled at? That they tell us the areas that they are talented in or they are skilled at. And then in that category, we now categorize them by their ages. We have the little junior. This project is between the age of 4 to 17. Now, from age 4 to 7, they fall under the little junior category. From 8 to 11, they fall under the little senior category. And then we now have the teen category, 12 to 17. Now, we now assess them by their works. We have judges who are professional in the industry or in that walk of life, because if somebody wants to say I want to act, there are people who are living in the industry already. If somebody say I want to sing, there are people that are earning from the music world already. So we have professionals. If you say I'm a spoken word artist, we have professionals in that field that will judge them and screen them, not just judging them to kick them out, but groom them. Now, everybody will not be a winner, but this project will produce the minimum of 50 winners. Now, not just having 50 winners, we're talking about how do we appreciate them as winners. I will counter the funding aspect. Like I said, the project has been running, and at any point, we will see the end of it. Yes. And so, how do they fund themselves, or how do they fund their activities? First, they have star prizes. Now, for these winners that will emerge, we have they have their star cash prize. We also have school fee allowance. We're taking care of their school fee for a year, a 1 year scholarship will be awarded to them. They also would enjoy brand endorsements. Yeah, there are some kids-friendly brands that are looking at what we're doing and are supporting the process. And these kids will become brand ambassadors to some of those brands. We won't mention names for PRO sake. And then, of course, they will have excursion and vacation trips. Now, they will in turn work for Save the Nigerian Child project. The Save the Nigerian Child project, it is that side. We said we wanted to use these children as ambassadors of peace, ambassadors of transformation. Now, at this time where they are winners, they are the ones who will now maybe go to school or host programs as kids to inspire their fellow kids, so that other kids will now look at, if this child could do that, then I can do it. If this child that is less than 8 or 13 can do this, then I can do it. It is easier when a child is influencing a child than when a parent is influencing a child. And so molding them, passing them through this process, of course, in the course of their stay in office, they will be privileged to meet the high and mighty. They will have relationships across the states and outside the state, national and international. So we're going to create a platform where they will use their office to bless humanity, specifically the children or kids community. Now, going to number 3, you said outside this project, if I also run commercial, yes. To say, I would start by saying that the children world, I call it a ministry, to me, is what I'm living for. But as they say, we must have multiple streams of income to survive. So I run other commercial services. You're in one of my business premises. So this is Dream Studio. We run media services. It's a photography and videography outfit, and we do a lot of other stuff.
The movies.
Yeah, we make films. We're movie producers. Yes, I'm a movie director and producer also. And not just that, I am a marketing communication consultant. I train and help different businesses grow. So basically, that could answer that. Yes, a timeline. Yes, the project officially kicks off on Saturday, the 12th of March, 2022. Now that is kicking off with the project auditions, the national audition, where we have renowned professional in all the areas of art or what we're looking at. So there will be most of them coming outside Akwa Ibom. We'll be serving as judges for this project. So on the 12th of March is the auditions. 12th of March is the audition. And then it will run through the 27th of May. 27th of May, Children's Day, will be the grand finale. And we have other events. We have other event dates from 12th of March to 27th of May. There are activities, different routine programs that we work together to bring the winners. Yes.
So you're trying to talk about the prizes for the. Okay, let me come in here. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much. My name still remains Ambassador Armstrong Moses, Akwa Ibom finest, a most celebrated actor, aka the Street Bishop. I know you know me, right? Can I have an applause, please? Thank you. Okay, discovering talent. I mean, it's a day-to-day thing. It's very simple. When you see a child that can sing, you know a child that can sing. It starts from small. If you see a child that can act, my last daughter is 6 years. She's acting already. My first daughter is a saxophonist. My second daughter is a badass dancer. My third daughter is a singer. At age 8, she's already writing her own songs. So when you see them, you know them. It's very simple. Now, when you have about 10 kids, that's the problem we have in Nigeria. You see a child trying to play with a toy, destroying them and trying to fix them back. You start beating the child. That's an engineer in the making. So if only we can put an eye on our kids and see them grow with what they're doing, then we should be able to discover what they have. So when they come around here, discovering is very, very simple, because we put them into a class and tell them to do what they like. Just tell them to do what they like. You see a child jumping and begin to dance, twerking and all that. So you see them and you know them. So discovering them is going to be very easy for us. We've been doing it, so it isn't going to be the first time. Yeah. So we've always been doing it. Thank you.
To add to what he's saying, now helping parents discover their talent. And that is why we have said that during the audition process, no child will gain access to the audition without their parents.
Sure.
Yes. We are not going to entertain just come, do them and go. In fact, the state working committee, they're working towards that to ensure that no entry for any child that the parent is not there. Because a lot of time, parents miss out the orientation process. That's the problem. Most parents, they lack the information, the knowledge on how to go about these things. I know that every child has a gift. Every child has a gift. And so during the audition, the parents will be having that class, and then on that process we can educate them more on how they can identify and guide their children that have talents.
Can we please put our hands together back to them?
Well, when we say parents, not directly mother and father, the guardians, whoever they're coming with, must be with them during the audition to see what they're doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do my indulgence. So please go back to the goodwill message so that we can do it within time. The first goodwill message will come from one of the directors, Mrs. Thompson. Madam, please.
Goodwill message from Edith Thompson, the chairman of the State Central Working Committee of Discoverme Project 3. I wish the inventor and management of the Discovery Program 3 to get higher and higher as they tour other states in Nigeria. The awareness they are creating in the minds of our kids and children is to help them become better citizens with full consciousness of who they really are and the ability to make their future brighter with less challenges. Let our parents experience this blast, and may our children be great stars in future. Thank you.
In solidarity with my chairman, Mrs. Edith Thompson, I give it to the Vice Chairman of the State Working Committee, whereby congratulate the organizers of Discovery Project 3 for their foresight and commitment to ensuring that this event is not just a dream, but the one that has come true. Now let me also use this medium to extend my warmest invitation to Akwa Ibom people in Nigeria, people outside Nigeria, to keep faith with us and come be part of this meeting and project. On our own part, as the State Working Committee, we will ensure that everything is put in place to have a successful outing. I hope, as you do, that the joy of the success of this event will continually be the source of our strength for our future endeavors. Congratulations.
Internationally trained international lawyer, Franklin Richards, who have found Akwa Ibom State worthy to bring this event to us to discover the talents of our children, polish it, and allow it to flourish. Before now, entertainment was not popular in Akwa Ibom State, especially among the kids and the youths, but I think with the advent and the inroads of the Discoverme project, Akwa Ibom State will be known for talent discovery. But I wish to also humbly let you know that our kids, some of them are good at technical and a kind of professional aspects. Okay, I discovered, because I've been a teacher for over 15 years now, so I've discovered some children who have the ability to fix electronics and also produce items like that. So I want you to use these auspices to capture such talent, not only in entertainment, but I want to thank you so much for making this event a success, because it is already a success in Akwa Ibom State. Lil Bawa was discovered by Snoop Dogg and is now a star. Regina Daniel was discovered by somebody. So I thank you for coming in, and I pray may God be with you as you project this.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone that made it possible to be here today. Well, they said a developed country is developed because of the developed policies. And that's one of the things this project is going to do. We are not just here because we want to get talent. We are going to build up this talent, not just within Nigeria, but globally. And yes, not just within Nigeria, globally, because let's look at Mr. Armstrong now. He has gone not just within Nigeria, he's gone far and wide, isn't it? Proactive, because they were able to discover that talent in him. And that's what this project is going to. It might not be from this platform, but one or two persons might pick one of them here, and tomorrow they will go globally. So I want to oblige every one of us that let's put hands together and build a life. Look at what is happening in our society. Each day we are all this and that. So this project is going to change a lot of lives, which I know very well. So thank you very much, and God bless you.
I want to thank all of you for coming out and for believing in this project. I want to thank the organizers. I want to thank Ambassador Armstrong for joining us here this evening. My chairman and the other board of directors that are here. Discoverme is here to discover many kids, many of our kids. And I want all of us that are here to be happy, because good things is already here with us. And our kids are going to go out there. Our names like Mary Bassett, you'll be hearing it out there. You'll not be hearing all those too much of it now in the Nollywood. So I believe God that we have started, we will have a lot of Aban here. We will have a lot of phone there. And we will have a lot of other people like Afion, Nekaite, Uyai, you know. So we are happy this is coming down here for us. And as in charge of medical, we have put up strategic plans to make sure that every protocol as regards COVID-19 and security of our health is intact. So all the parents, I want you to know that your kids are in safe hands medically. God bless you for believing in us.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we want to listen to the inspired Nigerian child ambassador, Miss Queen Efogo, please.
Good evening, everybody. Okay, my name is Deborah, and I really want to say a very big thank you to all of you for coming out today to be part of this project. Yeah, we're discovering kids, we are nursing them and nurturing them to become the best they can be, and I'm sincerely grateful that this project is finally coming here to stay, and I want to say thank you all for coming out. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Sincerely, I'm very excited. I'm happy with my friend and brother, Ambassador Franklin, for this very awesome initiative that has been established in Akwa Ibom State. You see, Akwa Ibom State is peaceful, and believe me, you're going to be enjoying it here. So now for the parents, guardians, I beg, you will really help us. Talk to your neighbors, talk to your sisters, talk to your aunties. Let them bring their kids. It's not only schools. Are we together? It's not only schools. Even those kids in the street, person I've been talking to them. I know some of them, there's a particular young person I used to see in the street. Most of the time when I drive, will come to my side mirror. He has built this house with cardboards. It's a very beautiful mansion. We need this kind of kids too. I think like someone mentioned, apart from acting, we could also dive into discovering. I've seen kids do jet fighters that make them fly and all that. So we're looking for all these kind of people. Bring them. Let us see how we can, get some resource person to develop them more technically and then educationally too, sound-wise and all that. Because most of these kids, like that young person, I started speaking English to him. He couldn't speak English. But speaking to me in Akwa Ibom, and look at what he's been able to do. Built a mansion with a cardboard and all that. So we need all these kind of people. So it's the onus is on you people now to help us bring this kind of kids from the street. We don't know all of them. You are there, you know your neighbors, you know the street, the kids around you. So please help us, and God bless you all in Jesus' name. Thank you.
To add to what he said, now let me establish a reasonable fact here. Now the project is titled Discover Me. We're not saying music, dance, art, or anything. Yes, that's why it is Discover Me. That anything that this child is good at, this is what you can do, be the craft. Just bring it. Say, I've seen the little child draw something mind-blowing. So that's the platform. It's a platform from that child's voice to be heard. Now, why we are affording them education is because, like you said, when you have talent, it is good that you go through the 4 walls of education also, so that you can stand with your peers in the international community. All right, so thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening.
All right, so we're with the media director himself, Mr. Miracle. So, sir, could you tell us about Discoverme Project 3?
All right. Actually, Discoverme Project 3 it's an environment, a platform for the kids, for the cool kids, and the amazing kids who are yet to discover themselves. So we're actually putting up for them to get the skills discovered and then introduce them to the world. I think that's a bit I can actually tell you about Discoverme Project 3.
Alright, so when these kids get discovered, then what next? What happens?
All right, actually there are a whole lot of people who are hungry to see what the next generation could become. So, and we're actually introducing them to the world. Like I said, I said it's a platform that will open them to the world. So we are actually giving them a place whereby if people out there see what these kids can do, I think the people who are interested in them can take interest in them. And also, moreover, there are a lot of offers for them, like brand sponsors and grand prize, and we have a whole lot of package. It's actually a complete package, seriously. I think if you have a child, you should bring your child in. If you don't have a child, I think you know someone who has a child, because as far as the generation is concerned, you know, it's something that we play around with. So I think it could be an amazing platform for any kids.
Alright, so now that I don't have a child, can I pick a form?
Okay, actually, it's for kids that's not above 17.
Okay.
So I think you're automatically disqualified. But yeah. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, you can. But I think on this note, we would actually talk with the management that we have something for a grown-up adult like you. I think actually in the studio we have a modeling department. You can actually sit into that. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Alright. Okay, so what should the parents expect in the course of this project as well as the viewers?
Oh, a whole lot. I was actually talking with one of the kids, and for the viewers, I was actually talking with one of the kids, and I realized that kids can be amazing. Okay, and for the parents, they should expect discovery. You know, some parents actually don't know that their child has an embedded thing in them. So that's the things we are actually looking at to pull it out from the children. So expect nothing more than a wow experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you so much, sir, Mr. Miracle, for your time. To have a lovely day.
Yeah, it's a pleasure talking to you. And I will always be around.
Thank
See ya.
you. Hello, gorgeous. Hello. Alright, so standing beside me is Her Royal Majesty Queen Evago Deborah, and she also doubles up as a brand ambassador for Discoverme Project 3. How are you doing this evening, ma'am?
Very well, thank you.
Alright, could you tell us about Discoverme Project 3?
Okay, Discoverme Project 3 is actually a platform for young children that are talented for their voice to be heard. The platform discovers kids and teenagers that have talent, nurture them, nurse their talent, and project it, just like project. So basically, the event or the platform is just about discovering children, nurturing their talent, and promoting it.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, so now, what should the parents, the guardians, and the viewers expect from the project? They should expect amazing, amazing talent. There are a lot of children, teenagers that are embedded in them a lot of potentials, talent like singing, acting, and their parents or guardians are not even aware that these kids can actually do this. So they should expect amazing, amazing talent. They should expect awesomeness from these kids. Wow, wow, that's amazing. Do you know what thing I really love about Queen Evola? It's the passion she has towards kids. She's passionate about things related to kids, and she's one of the organizers for Inspire as well. And I'm sure that will be coming up soon. And thank you so much for your time. And we hope to have more of your time and see more of you. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Alright, so we're with the director, the ambassador himself, Ambassador Franklin Richard, and he is the brain behind Discoverme Project 3. So sir, could you tell us about Discoverme Project 3?
Yeah, it's a talent hunt for children, basically kids between the age brackets of 4 to 17. We said earlier in the press media shots, this is a platform where we hope to air the voices of our children. So Discover Me Project 3, a platform for that child's voice to be heard.
Wow, amazing. So
Yeah.
sir, could you tell us the inspiration behind this project?
Yes, looking at the international community, if other children in other parts of the world are doing it big, I think Nigeria also can do it big. And notwithstanding, it is obvious that we have talented children, talented kids, talented young folks in Nigeria. And so we have to create a platform for their voices to be heard. And then I believe that that would help ease most of the vices in our society today. So looking at building a better tomorrow, I believe that it's better you build up a child than to repair an adult. And so in a group of building our society, we came up with this initiative.
Wow, this is amazing. All right, sir. So what should we expect? What should the parents, the students, and the viewers, what should they all expect in the course of the project?
Well, we're going to wow your screens, to say. This project has been packaged and designed in an educative and entertaining patterns, and we're going to thrill you from 12th of March through 27th May. Different packages have been put together to ensure that this project is a bomb. So, like I said, you just wow your screen. Expect to be inspired and be wowed.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, sir. One question: is this the first edition in Nigeria?
No. This is the first edition in Akwa Ibom. Yeah, for the first time we're hosting in Akwa Ibom State, but not the first edition. We had in Bayelsa, and this is the first in Akwa Ibom.
Wow, thank you so much, sir. Why did you choose to bring it to Akwa Ibom this time?
Yeah, Akwa Ibom is a nice thing. We came for inspection 2020, and then we saw a lot of talented kids on the street. And if we are sorting out talent, I think Akwa Ibom is one of those cities or one of those states that have raw talent in Nigeria, and that's why we're here.
Wow, thank you so much, sir. So you heard it from the director himself. It's not the first time in Nigeria, but it's actually the first time in Akwa Ibom. And Akwa Ibom kids are so talented. So if you're parents out there and you're yet to get a form for your child, please hurry now before we run out of forms. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, so we've come to the end of today's press conference, and you just heard from the director, Ambassador Franklin Richard, the brain behind Discoverme Project 3. This project is promising, and it's going to be a massive talent show in Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. So hurry now and grab your forms at number 69 Enwest Street off Oro Road, Uyo. The forms are very, very affordable, and we also have free forms for those who would want free forms? And there are free photo sessions for the contestants. So hurry now and grab your form. Catch you later on Dream Studios. Still your host, Kelvin Raphael.